right. Looks like we are back in it. Alright, so today we are starting, however long the demo takes, Sonic Frontiers. It's about a year old, a little bit more, maybe. I believe it came out last year. It's Sonic's answer to Breath of the Wild, I guess. Um, so it probably is more than a year old. But I haven't really seen any gameplay. I have heard all of the OSTs, and I mean that literally. I was playing another game, listened to the entire mix on YouTube. Phenomenal. Really excited to get into this game. So, let's also, yeah, I have been sick since like the previous Saturday. Not last Saturday, like 3 days ago, but the one before. Hung out a little bit too long with sneezing, or my sneezing nieces, nephew, and they don't know how to cover their mouths when they cough and stuff. So that was fun. They're like still toddlers, so whatever. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this game. One moment. Alright. Let's go with action. Oh, 15 minutes. Cool. That sucks. Dr. Robotnik. Got a little gadget of his.
Uploading AI program now.
Gonna upload it into a giant rock. Sup, eye guy? Uh-oh.
Yes, it's all coming online. The ancient secrets will be mine. Status report. Answer me!
Simulations complete. Executing protective initiative.
What? No! No!
Uh-oh. You got Isekai. Maybe. Imagine that. Eggman getting freaking isekai'd into a fantasy setting.
Starfall Island.
Like medieval fantasy.
Exciting.
You tracked
It'd
the
be
Chaos
freaking
Emeralds here, right?
unstoppable.
Let's find out what drew them here.
Also, can I get a sound check, hi guy? I can't tell if my mic is actually on. Yeah, like so.
Some kind of atmospheric charge. Hang on.
Alright, so R will boost in the direction I'm holding. Now, why would I want to walk when I can run? Get the ring. Oh, I have speed. It's even got the stamina wheel from Breath of the Wild. Haha, the classic loop. Sonic is a great franchise, dude. How do I jump? B, okay. Homing attack by hitting Y? Oh, I've got G. What's this say? Okay. This is sick. Alright, that's kind of sick, dude. So, guy. Actually, let me just text you. Okay, I'm gonna assume that you cannot hear me, guy. Guy? Bruh. I'll try this over. Dude. Good. Bruh. Where's the cat emoji? There it is. Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay, I'll just speak up then. Just a little bit. Alright, cool. Dude, this game is sick. What's the occasion for the quite loud house? I am also sitting back a little bit because my headphones have to like wrap behind my desk and like around and behind my TV. And I've got a rather large flat screen that the jack is behind and like to the side or whatever.
Tails? Amy?
This is actually the first Sonic game I've actually played. Like, I played, like, the original Sonic,
made it out of that.
but could never get past, like,
Whatever it was.
the first stage, like, Green Fields, 1-1.
Hello?
You have done the impossible.
Thank you anyways.
You have escaped cyberspace through your own power. You are the key.
Key, huh? Sure beats being called a rodent. Are you saying I can rescue my friends?
Find the Chaos Emeralds.
Pretty sure most people would call him a furry.
Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Look at him all restless.
Yeah, okay, sure. How about a little context? Hello?
Very little attention span. Just like the Flash.
Oh well. Some direction is better than none. Here we go.
He doesn't know where he's going, but he's getting there fast. Okay. Unlock part of the map. Okay. Is that a heart container? Piece of heart fruit, maybe? What did that do? Sure. Guess I'll go to the training simulator. Oh, cool. So I've only got 15 minutes on this thing. Ow. Sweet. Okay, so it's just XP to level up in that case. Let's see what this does. And oh, I'm not done. Depth perception has never really been one of my strong points. So I got like on a little bit of a rabbit hole. I heard the OST, and I'm like, this sounds so fun. And here we are. Oh, I also saw that it was it had a free demo, and it's like discounted heavily for the next like 3, maybe 2 days now. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to play the demo and stream that for whenever I start to feel and or sound better. Which, I do feel better, I don't know if I sound better. This is the most I've been able to breathe through my nose in days. Dude, yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Oh, sick. Oh. Cool, I got a ground pound. I'm glad I'm not sounding too bad. But the freaking loot goblin in me is like, dude, we have to collect all of the things. But the higher functioning part of my brain is like, we do not have time. I also keep hitting L to like recenter the camera. Let's go fight that thing. That guy looks rather large. Ow. They got the coins, or the rings. Rings equal life. I do not know how to dodge out of the way. And I'm dead. Okay. Dude, Luke Goblin is like... Oh, it is so ingrained in me. It sits at a rather deep level. Is that it? Mother freaker. Ah. Dude, I'm gonna save up for this game eventually and play it, and I will stream it. I am so excited. In the meantime, let's play Tears of the Kingdom. This also has my Luke Goblin tendencies just unreal. Yeah, dude, 15 minutes is nothing. Like, if you ever have a 9 to 5 chat, like, and they give you a 15-minute break, it's like, okay, you roll away from your desk, you get up to grab a sip of water, and then you look at your phone or your watch to check your time, and you're already burned through, like, 12 minutes. And it's just like, what the heck? I'm probably going to be leaning towards Switch games for a while. Because I'm pretty sure my rig is dying and I do not have the scratch to upgrade anything on it. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if one of the free Steam downloads is the cause of it, but I've got to figure out how to play this game again so I don't die here. Nope, there we go. I do not need to use that sword. Yeah, 15 minutes. Oh, that's a guy that'll kill me in one shot. I've also not played this game with a proper GameCube controller in a long time either. So we're just gonna armor up and yeah, that'll do. Just gonna send that guy down the hill. Goodbye. Now that did barely anything to him, because he's got like 100 health and, you know, maybe something like that. And this does 7. The reason I hit him with it, and the reason he went so far, is because I've got a mushroom on it, and it makes it bouncy. Greatly increases the knockback. Although it is hilarious just watching them fly down the mountain. That guy is a Scooty boy. Yeah, I am really excited to try and play that game. There he goes. But yeah, dude, this game is beautiful. Like, how do I... There we go. Like, I want to show you one thing. And this is not even, like, the biggest thing from Breath of the Wild that I've seen people do. I've seen people make freaking B-52 bombers and just absolutely carpet bomb an enemy nest. I've seen people make freaking Gundams, which I have actually done, and it was sick. But, and this is probably my favorite. How do I? Yeah. And there's no fans out here. Do I have fans? Yes. Then just pop one on. Try and get it out straight. Pick it up. Put it in the slot. And you're off. Dude, once I get back on the ground, I'll show you. I don't know if you can hear that. Do I need to turn this up? Huh, I can't. Okay. I feel like this should be a... Oh, wait, this is TV. Never mind. But that down there is the Temple of... Yeah, the Temple of Time, or something. But, like... Look at all of this, dude. What is that? Oh, that's where I come out of. Like, you can... If you've got enough stamina, and... Yeah. If you can devise a way to stay in the air long enough to get over there, you can. Like, it's entirely possible. Now, with this, I'm not, because that... Whoops. Nope. There we go. But... I mean, just look at all this. It's so freaking cool. I mean, this is just beautiful. Like, if I wanted to, I could probably get all the way over there. But, I mean, obviously I'm not going to now because that would require many resources and a few attempts. But, I mean, check this out. You see that purple thing down there? Also, I have a suit, or an outfit that, while provides almost no armor to speak of, no defense stats, I can fly around and glide effortlessly. I mean, of course, I'm still falling and not regenerating any stamina, but I have so much air control. And I can dive very quickly. And the biggest thing that Nintendo... Like, they sold everybody on what was up above. But the biggest secret that they had and kept that blew everyone's mind... hello? Was this down here. Also, watch this. No fall damage because of this suit. I could have fallen from the very top of the map and take no hearts, precisely 0 hearts, because of this suit. But like, I mean, that stuff will still hurt me. That's not the button I wanted. I see a big thing in the distance. I'm gonna go kill it. Oh, that's a Talus. I'm not gonna go kill that. Those things hurt. Yeah, dude, like... Nobody knew about the depths. Nobody had a single inkling. I can't carry any more melee? Come on. Nobody had the first clue about the depths. That's why it took so long. That's why we waited years for Tears of the Kingdom. Also, like, they had planned for most of this stuff to be DLC. But, like, they said they just had so much DLC that they're just like, frick it, we'll just make a new game and put all that in it. Also, the reason I keep accidentally swinging my weapon is because I keep thinking that I'm on or my muscle memory keeps thinking I'm on a regular pair of Switch Joy-Cons when I'm not, so the button schemes are a little different. Oh, if I can ever just get this weapon, then I'll show you a Gundam. Another throwing spear. Let's see. Do I even have enough for it? Aha. Yes, I do. Check this out. Darn it. Alright, you turn on, dude. No. There we go. The only reason that my Gundam is not doing that well is because that Talus... Oh, he's gone. Okay, we're gone. That's not the sprint button. The reason he didn't just obliterate that Talus is because the Talus only has one weak point, and the and the lasers don't like auto onto it. Nope, not that. Yeah, let's go. That did a ton of damage, dude. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, so usually I'd like climb up on that guy and just chunk him down with my melee weapon, but he's covered in that purple stuff called gloom, and that would hurt a lot. But now guess what I'm gonna do? There's a base camp full of soft targets, and I'm going to let him run amok. Goodbye. Yeah, basically 3-shot, yeah. I mean, that was a bottom tier Talus. Like, you've got, like, Frost Talus, not bottom tier, just standard. I want to say that they're weaker than their elemental counterparts, like Frost, Fire. I don't think there's a Thunder. But there's like Crystal Talus, which is stronger. And I was using like more late game gear than what was probably necessary, but we'll go with it. Gosh, just get up. Dude, that thing wrecks. Now, it does not work that well against bosses. If you've got a horde of enemies, yes, because it is just wanton, unfocused destruction. But against bosses, not so much. But yeah, like down here, how do I zoom out? Oh, I am zoomed out. So all of these little blue marks, those are light roots. Those are what are called light roots. And almost all of them coincide with the location of a shrine on the surface. And then those are just shrines in the sky. Which I think is really neat. And a lot of their names are like this one. It's just the name backwards. Kyononis Sinanoik. I like those details. I love them, actually. But this is how much I've explored, and the geography of the depths is actually usually pretty much straight reversed. Like in reference to the surface. So that's a river right there, and that black that you see is just a sheer cliff. It's just rocks all the way to the top, which is also awesome. So if you're kind of unsure of like what the topography of the depths are, you can just look at the map on the surface if you've unlocked that area of the map. I freaking love it, dude. Oh, let me show you another thing that I love about the depths. It's a forged construct. That's a bargainer. Here we go. So, not a lot, but you can find very many homages to other Zelda games, like in the form of gear and items. Dude, you're telling me. Oops. Alright, so what I mean by that is... Oh, have any of it here. Not there. No. Okay, so... down here. All of this stuff... yeah. I think... yeah, starting with this. No. Starting with this one. So, that's the same shirt from Wind Waker. That's from A Link Between Worlds, Twilight Princess, TP again, Tingle from whichever one you want, Phantom Hourglass, that's Ganon, Sheik, Dark Link, Fierce Deity, Toon Link, Tunic of the Hero, I don't actually remember which one that is, the Wild set, Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. Do I not have the... Oh, right, that one's in... Okay. And then Skyward Sword again. And that's just the sets. That's just the clothing sets. That some of them actually give you some fairly good stats, but for the most part, they're like just, oh hey, cool, I got this thing that is a reference to another thing. I know, right? It's kind of gooberish, but I kind of don't want to fight those guys. Where's the... Oh, yeah. Behold. And sadly, no, I don't get to fight that thing. I'll stop. Press the wrong button, hero. Which notoriously awful game. There's many. Wait, Shadow of the Colossus? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about Shadow of the Colossus? Also, because I'm climbing, I'm going to put on this set. So now I am Speedy Boy up this guy's leg. Oh. I'm trying to figure out which one you're talking about. Also, check this out. That was not a good look. That was... a point-and-click adventure game? Wait, are you talking about Majora's Mask? Hey, it's nothing like a point-and-click, but I do know that it had jank animations, and there were the giants. Can't think of what you're talking about. Well, was it a console game, or was it like for one of the handheld systems? Also, while I'm down here, I can pick up, or I can rather trade for souls I pick up, a dark clump, which is just a material that I could use for recipes, which give me resistance to damage taken from the purple stuff called gloom. Just different stuff. Bomb flowers, which are freaking huge. And I can PC. There is one... What was it, animated? Because I think I know which one you're talking about, if so. Because there is a... it was called Zelda CDI. And it has long been shunned by the Zelda community. Like, we don't treat that as an actual thing that happened at all. But yeah, at the at this statue, I can get like okay. I can get different like costumes that are only... Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to freaking. Anyways. My nose is slightly more clear now. Yeah, so I can get stuff like certain costume parts or clothing set parts that I can only get from the various bargainer statues down here, such as Dark Hood, Dark Tunic, Tunic of the Depths, Gator of the Depths, but also other clothing sets that I've gotten from basically just side quests, like Cap of the Hero, all this stuff that I just went over. And also, something that is freaking broken sometimes. Magic Rod, Magic Scepter, Magic Staff I do not have. I want it. And therefore I cannot carry it. Come on. I want it. I will have it. But that's 19 damage. No. Magic Staff. Yes. And then I can get stuff like the Sword of the Hero, which is what you found in the cave in the original Legend of Zelda. Like, Zelda 1. The one that made its debut in 1986 in America. The one that the old man said, "It's dangerous to go alone, take this." And then, Big Goron Sword from Ocarina of Time. Dusk Claymore, the thing that the sages stuck in Ganon in Twilight Princess. Fierce Deity, Majora's Mask. Sea Breeze Boomerang, which is OP when you stick certain items on it. I want it. Again. From Wind Waker. All of these can break, by the way. So, or, get dropped or lost or whatever. So you can always go back to these guys and just pick them up again. And they are not the only ones that you can do that with. There is another few items that you can go to the Mother Goddess statue up over here. Oh, I'm right under her. Ha! That's hilarious. That is truly funny. I wonder if that coincides with the other guys. Anyways. Oh yeah, and you can ride horses as well, which is awesome. I named him Maximus, yes, that's right. The weapon breaking system, it's annoying trying to find another, freaking god tier weapon. It's annoying having to burn through my weapons during boss fights or during larger encounters. And they nerfed a lot of the weapons in this game by a mechanic called... Stop that. Called Gloom. You see how this has, black stuff all over it? Well... all this stuff has black stuff all over it. That means that it was affected by gloom in the original cutscene on the surface. But, and it's brittle and will break. And also doesn't do as much damage as its Breath of the Wild counterpart. This one would do 26 damage, but no, it's cut in half. But Soldier's Broadsword, which is 3 grades, maybe 4 grades lower then Royal is 12. Because I found this in the depths. Also, you confuse stuff. Like, oh yeah, it's Riju. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, Oak Broadsword, let's get rid of that. The weapon breaking system, it's a thing. I mean, you kind of have to have that, especially if you're gonna be able to pick up enemy weapons and stuff, and not have a infinite inventory type thing. Or, like, you can only pick up quest items, or quest weapons and stuff like that. Let me find... Oh, that did not mean to do that. Let me find some dudes to kill. First, let me do this. Then put some ice stuff on this. Here we go. So I could put a sapphire on this for ice effects, but that is a shard of the Ice Dragon Nadra's spike, which gives me plus 16 damage, which will come out to 32 damage. Make sure I hit the right freaking button. Alright. And now... that's going to freeze anything that gets in the way. Also, let's... make sure... yeah, like... watch this, dude. There's a part of the story where... yeah. I better armor up. There's a part of the story where you had to, like, defend a city, which was honestly pretty freaking sweet. Like, it got me so hyped that I, like... excuse me. Like, if this hit multiple people, it would freeze multiple people. Keep missing me. Also, because the, dang, I keep missing. Because the thing that I put on there is, Shard of Major Spike that has the blunt, modifier. So anything frozen will just shatter for extra damage. And then you've got companions. How dare you? You got it. So you've got companions. I need to stop using this boat, idiot. So, as you continuously unlock companions, once you get all 5 of them, you kind of have a roving army to follow you around. It's not very fair. And you can upgrade them a little bit. Like, goodbye. Yeah, this game is just awesome. I mean, the size and scale of this game, the things that you can do, I mean, they basically just said, okay, Breath of the Wild plus sandbox mode. And then you instantly just get a bunch of freaking war criminals. Just absolute chaos against the Koroks that you find out in the wild. Yeah, I mean, this game is just something else. Did it deserve Game of the Year? I'd say probably not. You know, even as biased as I am. But, because I mean, like, God of War Ragnarok, or whichever one. Baldur's Gate, like, that looked like a pretty freaking cool game. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of pros and cons. Like some people will say, oh, Tears of the Kingdom was a trash game, you know, this and that, and oh, the weapons break. Well, shut up, guy. So what? Get over it. Every enemy you kill drops weapons, just about. You have oodles of materials. Each one of these, even the ingredient, well, all materials, and even some ingredients will deal even 1 damage. Like, yeah. Like, I would love to play that, but I mean, I'm not going to that. That's a commitment. I mean, this game's a freaking commitment too. I mean, I'm trying to 100% it right now. Dude, like, as advanced as I am in the game, like as late game as I am right now, there are still bosses. Well, at least one boss that Okay. There's still at least one boss that still makes me kind of not fear for my life per se, but makes me like, okay, what the heck? Like, okay, I've got to choose carefully what I wish to do here, or else I'm gonna die. Or say, man, am I glad that I upgraded my armor all the way, otherwise I'd be dead. Oh yeah, and down here in the depths, oh, there's a hole. I'm gonna go see what's in that hole. There's another hole. And this is a mine. Yeah, so things break really quickly. As you can tell. Can't I take that out? And put that on you. Oh yeah, me too, dude. Like, oh dude, in Skyward Sword, the first, you pretty much only like motion controlled Delta combat system. Oh wait, I can just do this. Wow, that was easy. Yeah. There was a boss. I don't know. It was like a giant sea monster thing. I can't remember the name. But that was a cool boss because even though I hated it, it was fun. It was fun to fight. Like, you'll see a lot of people just, playing in their chair and just flicking their wrist to choose the movement. But no, like, I was standing up. Like, the whole time I played Skyward Sword. Just about. I was standing up. I was getting into it. And my favorite boss from that game, Skyward Sword, Galactos. Dude, I don't even remember the fight all that clearly, but it was fun. My favorite boss from that game, hands down. And Girahim from that game as well. I mean, I think that it's just because it was a motion-based combat system. Like, that's pretty much all it was, and it was fun! Like, I wish that they would come out with another game like that. It was so cool. It is! Okay, there's nothing back here, okay. Oh, let me show you one of the other cool things. Where is it? Where are you at? Ah, here we go. Probably my favorite thing about this game, which they could have done better, but I mean, anything that a game like this fell short on, just look to the modding community for a shore up. For a complimentary mod that just get off my screen, you stupid moth. I am plagued. I tell you. It's my house. It is my house. My brother, Stone, he put all of these modules together. And why is a staircase a climbable surface? Are you kidding me? Why is that staircase steeper? Anyways. So we've got the bed right next to the front door. Dude, What? Modders are a different breed. It is insane. I'm telling you, man. If AAA Studios had fans of the game, like instead of, I don't know, like big pedigree coders and developers. I mean, like there is a need for that for people who are experienced, but seriously, man, hire some fans. They'll do a good, obviously fans who know how to code and know what they're doing, but fans of the game nonetheless. And just give them a little bit, just a modicum of freedom, like while they're coding. And I mean, you will have a game that feels like there is soul back in it. I remember, not Dead by Daylight. What was it, DayZ? I think it was DayZ, maybe. It was a zombie survival game. Not the Arma. Not the like zombie themed Arma game. It wasn't a milsim or anything. But it was one where you could like fight zombies hand to hand and like come out on top, and like you could fashion crude weapons and such. Can't remember what the name of the game is. There's so many zombie games. Anyways, like you could kick a soccer ball into a soccer goal in one part of the town. And I think, like, a few zombies would spawn and, like, cheer for you. And if you, like, pushed a swing on a swing set and made it go all the way over and loop back around, something similar would happen. It's stuff like that. And an interactable merry-go-round. Because those developers who still had heart knew, like, oh, there's a merry-go-round. I will immediately abandon any side quest and immediately go see if I can get on it. And you were able to. Anyways, here is the kitchen, because what adventure is complete without food for the road and many, many buffs. Also, if you didn't know this, you could literally just 40 wheels of cheese from Skyrim during boss fights. Like, full on. If you're out of hearts, you can just... If you're out of dishes that you've prepared, which you get a full page of it, and single ingredient dishes actually stack. Like, this takes 1 apple, that takes 1 acorn. Those stack up to, like, I don't know, 60 something, maybe 99, I don't know. But if you're out of meals for whatever reason, just haven't bothered to cook anymore because you're so dope, you can just take your 58 tomatoes. Each one restores 1 heart. And just snack away mid-boss fight. A boss is about to, like, land his blade atop your skull and cleave you in 2. You hit the pause menu. Time stops for all. And you just 40 wheels of cheese like you would in Skyrim. Straight down your gullet. Until you have full hearts again. and just tank the shot. And then rinse and repeat. You can just heal spam as long as you've got any kind of ingredients that heal you for even a quarter heart. Now that's why you pick apples. That's why there's so many apples on trees out here. Anyways. So, that's the kitchen, dining area, my collection. This is I think a Royal Guard Claymore with a black or silver Lazalfos blade on it. Yeah, 89. No, silver Lionel blade. I'm sorry. That does 89 damage. That's one of the highest freaking... No. That's one of the highest damage-dealing weapons I've got. And this is the Dusklight blade that I was telling you about. Dusk Claymore, sorry. I want to say that's actually the, I think one of the skins that Ganon has in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think it uses the Dusk Claymore. I want to say that I saw it in some of his smashes. I could be wrong. And then this thing, just a scythe, does 74 damage, you know, just the freaking Reaper's scythe. And then the big Goron sword, which does like 36 damage, but I display it because it's a one-of-a-kind hero sword. And then that it does 38, which is really, really good for like non-fused weapons. I've still yet to get the Hylian shield, but I do have the Master Sword. Also, I can frame my pictures. And that's me riding on the oldest dragon in the game. And a garden. And if I want to, oh yeah, and a fish pond over here. I don't know if you can call this a pond, but I've got a couple of dudes in there. Anyways, and if I want, I can just demolish it all, rebuild from scratch with that guy. And then there's the town down there. Yeah. This game's awesome. I'm going for 100% completion. I've still got like as many shrines as you see here. I've still got a lot to go. And they're kind of hard to find, actually. But oh yeah, and you can like map out. This is the spoiler alert for all of the one other person who might not be a bot in here. Spoiler alert for you, guy. This is a path. That's the word. A mapped out path of the Light Dragon. And you would not believe, like, what would you believe that it took me like close to an hour to map this out? Anyways, I love this game so much. I love this franchise. I do want to go back to, I want to go back to actual dungeon, adventures. Like, I want to dive deep into dungeons and fight big bad bosses instead of, like, I don't know, 15, 20-minute dungeon with the Divine Beast from last game. Or the... I will say, the dungeons in this game, they took 30, 45 minutes, maybe? I want to be in a dungeon, like, all day. I want to solve puzzles for, like, a good 2-3 hours. Like, I wanna be in there, kind of scratching my head, not having to go to the forums and the guides or anything, but oh, I went high. But I want to, you know, actually have a challenge in a dungeon. The Divine Beasts, I mean, they were... The Divine Beasts were nothing. Okay, shooting dadgum rockets at me. I mean, the Divine Beast dungeons, if you can call them that, just left a lot of satisfaction. Just, or it left me dissatisfied. I mean, it was a little difficult. I'm not saying I'm a master of dungeons or anything, but I mean, it had the hallmarks of, okay, so this goes like this, and that goes like that. But, I mean, yeah, it had the hallmarks of, like, classic dungeons, but it did not have, like, the difficulty level. The whole difficulty level came from the boss of the dungeon. And I will say the electric boss was by far the hardest. What was that? With a light. Dude, I know. Like, dudes are freaking insane, my guy. What was that? Was that killed him? Like, in Breath of the Wild, I saw somebody beat the game in like less than 15 minutes by speed running it and killing Ganon with a freaking wooden spoon and a branch. That's all. No pants, no paraglider, just a pot lid and a wooden spoon. Like, these guys are truly insane out here. Stuff that I could never even dream of accomplishing. I mean, I could try, but it would not be pretty. I've seen people like, what is that? Oh, that is tilted. Right? No? Is this the horse god? I think this is the horse god. Okay, so challenge run is different than speed run, right? What is going on with you? Ah, this is the horse. Also, this is Epona-san. Melania. Maximus, the giant white golden maned horse. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you can actually upgrade their stats by giving this guy a bunch of different dishes. Anyways. So what kind of challenge runs have you seen? Because actually once I get done 100%ing this, then shoot, I'll do some challenge runs. Heck, I'll make that a series. Also, dude, I know that I've said this before, but freaking look at this grass. Like, I don't know if I heard correctly, but I'm pretty sure that they had to fashion together an entirely new game engine to render all this grass. The grass is one of my favorite parts, dude. I mean, it's all great, but like the grass it is luscious, dude. Like you can almost feel the grass on your skin. It's so green, so verdant. No armor runs. Okay. Well, seeing as how I'm not going to be able to really stream anything, I cannot even play my games on my computer. Like, I don't even talk about streaming. I can't play most of the time. Like, I can't play a game and have a YouTube video or Spotify on in the back. It's got to be one or the other. And that's a sticky frog. I want it. Because my computer is just running out of memory for some reason. Like, I have an external hard drive that's freaking... Oh, is it possible? I love doing things like that. Like, I was playing RoboQuest yesterday. I beat it, by the way, after setting the difficulty to easy. Disclaimer. It was super fun. And a lot of the times, I was like, okay, what if I just followed like this upgrade route? Or actually, let me show you what war crimes I'm... Shut up, guy. We gotta get him from point A to point B. So. Geneva suggestions. The Geneva checklist. Hood ornament. And that's good. There we go. There's a couple of moblins fighting about something. Bunch of posturing. Not much else though. Let's point it this way. And we're off. And smooth as butter landing. The contraptions that I have seen others come up with is absolutely mind-boggling, by the way. Ooh, what is this? Spring of Power. Yeah, I've kind of got 34 Lights of Blessings. Since I've got to do something anyways, let me come over here. Yeah, I don't mean to ramble or be a dead horse, but this game is just truly magnificent. No, I mean, it just is. Is it this way? Yeah. This is the Forgotten Temple. And I have actually, like, come in here and tried to figure out exactly how it might have been used. Like, from a realistic standpoint. Because that's the kind of thing that I love to try and not pick apart, make sense of. Oh, don't get me started on Minecraft, dude. Minecraft mods are absolutely insane. Somebody built a functioning freaking computer inside of Minecraft that you can play Doom on. All technology, the litmus test of all technology, any kind of display technology is, can Doom be run on it? That is the ultimate test for any kind of anything with a display, with a digital display. I saw somebody do a run Doom. I don't know if this was actually real or anything, but run Doom on what was it? What was it called? An ultrasound screen? Another dude, poor man, but mad lad that he was, ran Doom, like he powered his console off of like over 500 potatoes. And I think he like beat one level or beat the game or something. But poor man, he was from Idaho. And after all those attempts at making the thing work, and then after getting it to work, he had nowhere to put the potatoes, and the potatoes went bad, and the stench not traumatized him, but the scent was so strong of rotting potatoes that he, an Idahoan, no longer liked potatoes. I saw Doom be played on a bridge once. But yeah, like this place, I try sometimes to just recreate what it used to look like in the 100 or 1,000 years since it was last used. These are ruins, but oh yeah, dude. No, that's a bush. Yeah, like in Breath of the Wild, which takes about 5 years before this. Takes place 5 years before this. You can see that this is an actual wall. Like, before, that would have been an actual wall. There's no doorway, no nothing. So how would they have gotten in here? Did they build the Mother Goddess statue and then all of this and then just wall it up? Because I see no other passages, no architecture to get up to a second floor for other passages or anything. That's the kind of thing that I love trying to decipher, to deduce, to break down. I love trying to see fantasy designs used like they would be in real life. That is what gets me going as a writer. Oh, darn. And then, also, Shigeru Miyamoto and friends said officially that in Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom, Link's and Zelda's relationship can be whatever the fans want it to be. And so, taking him at his word, him being Miyamoto and friends, taking them at their word, I ship it, it's canon, cool beans. Yes, it's canon. Let's freaking go. Do I have that emote? One day, my chat will be filled with Pepe memes, and I will rejoice. Oh, what is that? There's a little passage. But I mean, honestly, this I could talk your ear off about this game, but I'll spare you for now. Oh, what I was talking about earlier was that the people, the designers and stuff like that for this game pretty much said that they're not. It is, but they're not super concerned really about continuity, which for writers is kind of frustrating, honestly, because also that's a window. This was a window. This was a wall, and that was probably a bridge. And that's a bush. But it's kind of frustrating. Brian David Gilbert, I'm assuming. Brian, okay. I am not. Let me do a quick Google search. A multi-talented performer who creates funny, musical, and scary videos for various platforms. Started at Polygon, Unraveled. Oh, dude. That's freaking cool, dude. I'm gonna leave this page up and take a look at that. Dude, I'm sure Guy with that face has got to have some funny stuff. I'm kidding. He looks like a funny dude. Now, as far as the puzzle difficulty, like just going back to that, I know that like when you sandbox something, you can't really have like a rigid area where we're gonna try to prevent players from breaking the game. I mean, when you've got people who can just, like, when you have them have all of these different abilities, like climbing through walls or through ceilings, picking stuff up, fusing things, that kind of stuff, and then give them the ability to build stuff with all these different devices. Like, I can have a rocket sled if I wanted. I don't. Well, actually, I do now, but I really do now. Really freaking do. Like, I can have a fan sled, but I have never made a rocket sled because the propulsion source. Man, you would be up all night trying to like design a proper dungeon. Yeah. Trying to design a proper dungeon with these abilities in mind. Yeah, like, I mean, you could try to reduce their abilities, but without just straight up removing abilities for the sake of the dungeon, then, I mean, who's to say that they're not just gonna brute force their way or just take the game, break it over their knee, get through your puzzle, and then just duct tape the game back together. Like, figuratively speaking. I now want a rocket sled. Because you got me on this tangent, and I will have my day in the snow. Oh yeah, it will. It absolutely will. Like, I'm pretty sure that they saw what freaking gremlins Breath of the Wild players became, and we're just like, nah, I don't think so. I do not wish to contend with that. And he points over, and it's just a freaking feral pyromaniac Link in nothing but a skin and a loincloth. And this is actually, that was actually far better than what I was thinking. And there's a thing over there. I'm gonna go over there. And this is that's the entire way that I've been playing this game for like over a year now. Not playing as intended. Yes, precisely. Nice play on words, by the way. I love it. Jet sled. The max speed boost you get is 3 fans, I think. It's this guy. Kopiki Drifts. So, bad thing about snow sled is, well, and sand sled. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Is that it has no brakes, so if you stop. Sorry, what did this say? Let me bring up my the dashboard again. Are you serious? Oh, there's a Gleeok. I'm gonna go fight it. And that's literally how I've been. Open world games are like. It is. I don't know the right word. It's just good. Like when you have ADHD. Like, you can just frick off to the nether parts of the map. Let me rephrase that. You can frick off to the four corners of the world. And 3 days later, you remember, oh yeah, I was doing a quest. And then set off back towards that quest. And then 3 days later, be like, oh, right, I was supposed to do a quest. And then set off towards that quest. And then you'll find yourself yet again fricked off to wherever the wind blows. Because there's always another side quest. And they get tedious after a time, but... Also, Loot Goblin. Oh my gosh, when you're not side questing, you're loot gobbling. Goblining. Like, it gets bad in some of these games, dude. I'm just glad that they have not found a way to gotcha Zelda yet. Like GACHA. Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail Impact, whatever it's called, etc. Like, where it's a slot machine type of unlock, always on game. Yet, yeah. But, I mean, there is a little bit of that in this game, but they make it work really well. Like, all of these you can get out of a gumball machine, basically. You just pop a few of these guys in there that you get from the robot enemies, and you get, like, 4 or 5 times return out of them. And they're infinite, so you can just have as many as you like. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, they do it really well. And they have a nice variety of them. Oh yeah, I'm finding a Gleeok. Yeah. I don't like gacha when I have to grind for a week just to have a chance at pulling a mediocre character. I don't like always on games. Or always live. I don't like games where there's no real end goal. Where you have to have some of these characters that you have to grind for an eternity for just to try and roll for. Now, I will say, Overwatch, awesome. It's always on. Halo, these competitive multiplayers, always on. Awesome. I love them. Because, well, I was going to say because they're not pay to win, but Overwatch has become so. If you've heard of the new tank Malga, it's locked behind the battle pass and is absolutely broken. Thanks, Blizzard. Screw you. And guess what I don't have? The Battle Pass. So, any game that I queue up in, I'm a tank main, I queue up, and they go Malga, and my team says, hey, why aren't you going Malga? And I have to spend upwards of a minute in the lobby, or in spawn, replying, I wish I could go Malga. Yep. I wish I could go Malga and just instantly win the game. But no, I can't. Because I'm poor. And my principles are worth more than money. Blizzard does feel like it's dying. Like, I thought Overwatch was going to kick the can after all the debacle for, like, the past 3 seasons. But somehow it's just such a unique game that people still want to play it, as bad as it is. My absolute main, Reinhardt. Big, giant, armored German with a hammer and great personality. Poor guy, you can't even play him, feels like. He's just useless. Because the other team has Malga. Or rather, because Malga just exists. Like, Reinhardt's up close and personal. Malga just unequivocally can burst down any tank, anything that gets close to him. Or not close to him. Like, 50, 75 feet away, can still burst down the bigger hitbox guys. There's barely any counters in the game to him. It's like he was dying a lot before he got dropped into comp or into ranked. And then the night before he went live on competitive, Blizzard decided, hey, let's buff him out the freaking wazoo across the board. 20% damage increase, like 40% spread decrease. Completely immune to almost every CC in the game when he's charging. He's just busted, dude. Anyways, that's not what I want to talk about because that guy freaking sucks. I hate Blizzard. I will say, the new season is coming up, and the head developer got caught in a spicy scandal, and he is the guy that's kind of been behind a lot of these changes, so maybe we'll see better days in the future. Anyways, what would you like to see me do as a challenge run while I prepare to defeat this Gliok? Actually, what do you want me to try to kill this Gliok with? What are some handicaps? Okay. All right, armorless. Let's get it. Oh, coming out swinging. Let me see if I even have any. Do I have any cold resist? Yeah, I've got level 1 cold resist for 3 minutes. Okay, cool. I can do that. I'll apply that last. Hit him with this. Better get ready to clip this. Yeah. There's freaking Pleok. Where are the eyes at? Here we go. Yeah, he's butt freaking naked and yeah, freaking wrecked Pleok. Yeah. Now. Come on, swing! I have so many arrows. Yeah, dude, I hit like a mother freaking truck. Mostly because I'm straight up cheesing. Oh, I need to take him down now. Oh, please freaking drop. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, please hit. Got him. I freaking got him, boys. All right. Now to put my armor back on. So, one thing I will say, I made that impossibly easy. Because the bow that I was using is a Savage Lionel bow. It shoots 5 arrows at a time. I also used, it's doing 32 damage per arrow. So I was dealing 160 damage-ish per shot, and then using, I think I was actually getting crits with that, which, I don't know if that's a 1.5 or 2x multiplier, so just do the math if you want. I was using these things, Fire Keys eyeballs, against an ice element type. These are what made the arrows track to the head, which did even more damage. And then I was using freaking White Mane Lionel Pounder. I got a really good sword, one-handed sword, which has quick attack, speed, from the depths, one that was not nerfed, and then put, I think, the highest ranked Lionel's material drop on it, which does plus 40 damage. And just imagine if I was down to my last heart, because this has, attack up plus 7, and then I think it's called frantic damage. I don't know. I do double damage whenever I'm down to my last single heart. I would have been wailing on that guy if I was down to 1 heart. Like, I am the end game boss to these guys. No, like, this game is just so beautiful. Like, I honestly wish that there was, like, more to it. I mean, they say that they're not going to put any DLC, but I'm not talking about, like, different things that you can do. I'm talking about, like, more story. I love a good story. Majora's Mask was chock full of it. This game is chock full of it. I mean, with all of the different side quests that you've got available to you, I mean, you've got so much story to cover. Like, yeah. Also, can you define post-release support? Idiot. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. DLC, patches, bonus content, seasonal events, you name it. Oh. Whoops. Is my chat showing up on, I haven't been paying attention to, my actual stream. I'm just on the, creator dashboard on, kick.com, reading the chat, because I can't get it on this alternate monitor. 2, 3. Wow, my stream is really delayed. I've been sitting here for like a good 30 seconds almost. Okay, cool. It's quite small. Wow, it goes away fast. I need to tweak that if I'm doing two bats with one arrow. I need to tweak that after stream. Let's go find a boss construct or a flux construct. What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh, AAA games. Yeah, so I know that Dead Cells for sure has... Why do I have that now? Why did I pick that up? I know that Dead Cells has some stuff. I remember when I was afraid of these guys. When these guys were an actual threat to me. But Dead Cells has seasonal events, and it's even gotten, I want to say, up to 4 different DLCs. Which, pretty freaking cool if you ask me. I kind of don't like the fact that to progress in the story, or like to definitively beat the game, like story-wise, you've got to beat it on all difficulty levels. Because let's face it, I am not that good. I simply am not. But dude, like, you wake up... Actually, let me teleport up there. Oh, hello. I'm going to... Okay. What was I saying? Oh, Dead Cells. Yeah, it's got seasonal stuff. I know that it's gotten some recent, not really recent, but like whenever I played it a while back, it did look like it had gotten some love from the devs, which is really great. Also, the fact that when you jump into water like that, the water splashes and comes down like around you in a rain, like water would were you to jump that far like down into water. And this right here, this here is just like the first game. This gave you the feeling of the first game when you climb out of the Shrine of Awakening, when you climb out and see the absolute majesty of creation, the floating islands, that freaking thing right there, like that is a thing I said, wow, that's huge, I want to go there. And, oh my gosh, it's a giant ball in the sky, what is that? And that's a giant freaking cube. What is going on? And then that thing, like, what is that? That's a quite irregular shape, and it's even more high up than I am. And then I look around and I look down there and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so far down. And what is that thing? And like, you fall into this sequence and you're just taking in the view. And you keep falling. And you're falling and falling. And you just take it all in. It's just awesome. And then you see this thing and you're like, oh, hey, what's this? I'll kill him with this thing. Dude, I know. And the fact that that's not even the biggest kept secret of the game is nuts. Ow. Melted. That was a level 1 boss, but I saw this guy. I wanted to go kill him because he was big, and I got spanked. Like, I got sat over this dude's knee. I don't know, man. Like, it just feels like once in a generation do you get this kind of world design. I mean, I haven't gotten to play Ghosts of Tsushima or I don't know, some of the other ones. I haven't gotten to play Sonic Frontiers for sure. I did play Horizon Zero Dawn, and that was pretty cool. I kept losing frame rate, so I kind of stopped playing it, but I tried to get back into it and just could not get over the sudden difficulty level that I had from not knowing anything, and my muscle memory not returning, just refusing to return. But so I put it back down. Like a coward. Even though I was like really close to the end, I think I burnt myself out on it. Kinda like I did with this. I have not opened this chest yet. Ooh, cool. Oh, but dude, if I could find her, then I would show you what it looks like to ride on a dragon. Where the freak is she? Oh yeah, I've actually gotten a little bit back into riding. Riding every, I don't know, once a week now, as opposed to once never. My attention span is still just wildly lacking. But like, you come up to this door and it's closed, and you have to like frick off to the four corners of this giant sky plateau. and then you come in here. And just the whole design of this is amazing. Like, the aesthetics of this ancient design is what I love. Oh, yep. I forgot this one was here. I know I keep saying that I go on, and then I do go on, but I mean, you know as well as I do that this, or as well as anybody, I guess, that like this franchise is just my passion. I love it to death. And they're making a new one now. Like that, it said they're not making any more sequels or anything to Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. They're leaving that little duo alone, and I'm really excited to see like what comes next. What kind of story do we have next? And I freaking hope that the next one will give us a playable Zelda. I thought that they were going to give us one this time, but no. They could have very easily made a DLC where the story is... I know you haven't played the game. I don't know how much you've seen of the game, but... Also, do you want me to tell you, like, what happens? Okay. So, basically, for reasons, Zelda gets transported to the birth, basically, of Hyrule. Like, just a few years after the birth of Hyrule. The Zonai were the first rulers of Hyrule. One Zonai, which looks like a giant rabbit dog thing. Humanoid, of course. Canon, the first queen of Hyrule was a freaking furry. No joke. And it's not like a dude that just had, like, Anubis ears or something. It was a full-on Anubis head type deal. Anyways, she gets transported back 1,000 years and fights, I want to say, technically, the first Ganondorf. Because the one that we faced in Skyward Sword was the imprisoned one, and then Demise. And then in the fan comic before that one, he was a human wizard. I think also called either Ganondorf or Demise. Anyways, that one was technically, chronologically, the first reincarnation of Ganon. But I don't guess that there was a hero? I don't know, whatever. And then, in order to get back to the present and revitalize the Master Sword, which she has in her possession 1,000 years ago, she eats a Zonai secret stone, which amplifies her goddess and light powers, which, light and time powers, actually. But she eats that stone, which is, a forbidden act, and she gets turned into a dragon, because of the stone's power, and that's where the dragons come from. We are led to believe. And she loses her humanity and her memories So she's just an animal floating up here in the sky somewhere, which is this path that I have marked out, even though I can never freaking find her on this path. But we, so she takes the long way back, to put it mildly. She takes the long way back, and she's a dragon flying over Hyrule for the past, like, at least 10,000 years, revitalizing the Master Sword with her light powers. And we get back to her and find the Master Sword embedded within her forehead, as a dragon. And I'm assuming that once we beat Ganon, she'll return back to normal or something along those lines. Also, fun fact, side note, we help her build a school in Hateno for the kids. And she's gone all around Hyrule doing this, that, and the other, trying to help out, build settlements, bring back dying species of flora, stuff like that. Dude, you have no idea. This has been a ride. Like, oh my gosh, I would stay up late playing this game at the expense of sleep that I would need for work the following day. Because I'm just like, oh frick, I can't just leave off on that, because one of the biggest parts of the story is fricking off hither and yon to all these places. These are called Tears of the Dragon, and they have Zelda's memories in them. She lost all her memories. And when we did something, I can't quite remember, we did something, and these Tears of the Dragon showed up along with these giant freaking, they're called geoglyphs, like glyphs in the land. And we go to them, and we get to witness her memories of what happened back then and follow her on her journey as she, like, helps the original six sages, the original king and queen of Hyrule, and then what leads her to ultimately make the decision to eat the ouch, bit my tongue. Eat the secret stone. That hurt like a mother freaker. And then we see her become a dragon. And at this point, I have already seen... Okay, I see 3 dragons. Dragons I already know. Nadra, Dinral, and Pharaosh. Of... Din is the fire dragon over here. Yeah. Dinral comes over here. Pharaosh governs this area. Nadra governs this area, and then Pharaosh this whole other area. And then these 2 areas are just kind of on their own. But then you see way freaking above everything, like, oh, crap, thank goodness, way the frick above everything, like a freaking faint outline of looks like a piece of string flapping in the wind, just way the freak up there. And this is the highest, or one of the highest points in the land, like in the sky. And like, I am almost on top of this thing, and I could not even, like, I had to get my camera out, and like, it's got a thing that tells you what the thing you're looking at is, and I was just barely within range, and it said light dragon, and I'm just like, excuse me? What is that? And then I see these memories, and I'm like, no, do not tell me, no. Also, the entire time, you're having to track a fake Zelda who you're not sure is fake or not. Like, you just hear, oh yeah, Zelda did this, Zelda did that, I saw a woman that looked like Zelda over there, and she gave us this thing that turned out to be quite problematic for all parties involved. And you're just like, now why would she do that? And it's a trick question because she wouldn't, because she fricked off to 1,000 years in the past, or 10,000, whatever, and is now a dragon up above. Correction, I was up there and looked up, and she was just within draw range, if that gives you any idea. That thing, way the frick over there, is barely within draw range. And technically everything is within draw range, but the smaller it is, the less visible it is within draw range. Anyways, I still can't find her. Like, you would think I'd be able to just look around and see her, but no, she's got to be. No, she's got to be within a certain distance. I am rambling so much. I apologize. Oh, but this guy, she actually gives the Sheikah slate to, which we have in Breath of the Wild, or the previous game. She gives us that, and this guy has been here for 10,000 years. She's the one, along with the Spirit Sage, that put these islands in the sky. All in preparation for us to come back and save the day. I know! Oh my gosh. I mean, you can feel that there's a lot of love. What was that? A lot of love for like the fans in this game and Breath of the Wild. I mean, yeah, it took some it changed direction in some of the design, but oh, there's a thing. Oh, now it's splashed out. But oh, and then over here, that was a whole thing where you get to there's a blood moon. Where you get to delve into like the day-to-day lives of the original king and queen, stuff like that, like their personality, who they were, their dynamic, that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. But sorry, backtracking. They could have easily put in a DLC where you get to play as Zelda 10,000 years ago. And like how she fought against the original, or the first reincarnation of Ganon. And like we would have had light and time powers. But they didn't do that, and I'm just hoping for somebody to come up with a full, like, story-length mod of that to put into this game. And they did it with Fallout. It's Fallout New California. But I mean, I know that would take probably a better part of a decade, I would say. But I mean, if they charged $100 for that DLC, like if Nintendo did, then like I would be top of the list. Yeah, dude, mod people are just... I do not know what drives them, nor how they function. Ooh, shrines nearby. Also, this part right here.
When the glow of the blood-stained moon shines upon the land, the aimless spirits of slain monsters return to flesh. The world is threatened once again.
In the original, she would say, "The blood moon rises once again. Please be careful, Link." And this time, that's fake Zelda. And it's almost like she's in awe, or reveling, rather, I should say, in the fact that the monsters are coming back to life. And for the first, like, 3 or 4 times that happened, I was like, oh, hey, Zelda's, like, still alive and unharmed and nothing is wrong with her. But where is she? And then the, like, 3rd or 4th time she said it, I'm like, that's freaking ominous. What's going on, Zelda? And then as the game went on, I'm like, that is not Zelda. That's not her at all. Something is afoot. Also, you can throw stuff. Well, here it is. I can throw bombs. Sick. Yeah, once I finally complete this game, which I'm hoping to honestly like start trying to put in a couple hours each night from now on. I've got a long way to go, but we're going at it. What was it saying? Oh yeah, I've got a long way to go. I've got to find all, like, I don't know how many. There's got to be over 100 shrines. And then I think that there's over 500 or 600 Koroks. Like, I'm gonna cheat and use a guide for that, because I just do not want to deal with that. Oh, so you can ride rocks. You just fell out of the sky, and now I'm just riding them back up. Because sometimes good things happen. Yeah. Just wish that, I don't wish that more people could see, like, how good of a game this is. But I would like for people to be able to enjoy it, like, as much as I do. This game does not have a replayability factor that I would say a lot of games need. But I don't think that it needs to be replayed. I mean, you can do, like, different runs, like challenge runs, of course. But yeah, like open world games. Now, I will say Skyrim is wholly different. No. Was it gone? Nope. Oh, I can't reach it. But I can make it float. I'm a genius. But how do I get to it? Skyrim is a different story. I want to say it's because there's so many different builds and, lack of a better term, jobs that you can do with it. Like if you want to be, you know, the default stealth archer. It is, dude. Also, the mods in Skyrim are just ridiculous. I am about out of stamina. Let me rectify that by eating some fish. Come here, crab. And you too. Yeah, Skyrim is great. I wouldn't play it again. Simply because it's so big and I'm trying to figure out how to put it. Like, after a time, your ADHD gets overwhelmed by, like, there's so many things I can go do. Like, it goes from, there's so many things I can go do, to there's so many things that I could do, but I no longer want to because there's so much. Overwhelmed by choice or options. Option overload. If that makes sense. Like, if I were to replay a game, then that would require me to go back and rediscover all of the locations and regions, and like it's a long game. Like, open world games are very long. And once the novelty and wonder wear off, it's like it is a lot of the game, I feel like, in open world games is traveling. And after a while, your ADHD no longer wants to loot goblin. And looting starts to feel like a chore rather than an impulse. So that's why I mostly play these open world games only once. Now, Sonic Frontiers, that may be a completely different story. I've yet to play that one. But Skyrim and Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom all fall into that same problem for me. Besides Skyrim, what open world games have you played? That's open world? Oh, F. I forgot to go get groceries today. I just realized that. I see. So it is open world. I want to say that I played it on Steam, and it was garbage. Like, the version I played on Steam was just not great. I don't know. I don't know if I got the wrong one or what. But it did not feel good to play. Have you ever played there's an old Flash game on Armor Games. I think it was called something like Zombie Home Run. Oh yeah, this is it. No? I'm gonna switch scenes for a second. No, F. Can I just go to my game? That's not it. It was something like Zombie Home Run. Basically, you're a baseball player. You get pitched balls from the right side of the screen. You're on the left, and you get them dropped from above you, right in front of you, and you gotta click the bat at the right time to swing, and aim for the head of the straight line of zombies heading your way, like Tusken Raiders. Anyways, that was a fun game. Dude, I kind of want to play that, that's not what I meant to do. I kind of want to play that demo again. And yes, I do actually have Ring Fit. I've still got the ring somewhere. I really need to get back into it now that my right hamstring or Achilles tendon is fixed, mostly. $100 messages, nice. Why did that... Restream IO, why did you... Whatever. Yeah, I'm about to try and do that now. Anyways, good night, bro. Thanks for coming to the stream. This was fun. I have not talked that much since I worked at my previous job. I'll catch you later.